Now, as I was reading articles about Terra Luna Classic this morning, I was going over and, I saw some good articles and I did see some bad articles. And what do I mean by bad articles? Potentially misleading. Listen, I do think that Terra Luna Classic can absolutely go up, but I'm classifying it as more of a lottery ticket play. It is risky, and with great risk comes great reward. Now, you have to be able to balance that, but we do see a lot of articles out there, and I saw one specifically by Analytics Insight talking about how Terra Luna Classic is a good investment. Now, investment is a tough word to use there because usually when you're investing in something, you're buying the growth. You're buying what it can become. You're not necessarily trading the price action. So in this video, I want to go over a couple of updates on how many coins are being burnt, what it looks like, and potential transaction taxes that are being talked about, and then whether or not Terra Luna Classic is an investment versus a trade. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, got a link in the description below for Webull. Super simple to set up your account. During their anniversary promo, you're going to get 6 free stocks. Best deal I've ever seen them do. $1 in crypto trade, get you $5 in free crypto. And then if you guys want crypto exclusive exchanges, you've got a link for Voyager down in the description, and you're going to get $50 in free Bitcoin for signing up and making a $100 trade there. So make sure to check that out as well if you guys want crypto exclusive. And they do offer Terra Luna Classic and Terra Luna 2.0 if you guys are interested in getting your hands on those. But let's talk about this because, a lot of people, they read an article like that, and then they say, okay, this is a good investment. Somebody said it's a good investment. And I've been talking a lot about the potential for Terra Luna Classic to move higher, but I think a lot of people are overlooking the risk, right? And we need to make sure that we maintain our focus on that risk because it is not guaranteed to go up in value. It has gone down to basically nothing, losing 99.99% of its value, but Terra Luna Classic still has the risk of going down even further. So I want to differentiate a little bit between what a trade is and what an investment is, and then I do want to talk about burns because, guys, burns are doing phenomenally so early on in the Terra Luna Classic stage that I think that they could really set up for some massive burns. And then I did also read an article about potential transaction taxes that could reduce the supply back to pre-attack levels within a month. So I want to talk about that as well. So when you're investing in something, you think of coins like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like a stock that you can go in and do a fundamental analysis on and say, okay, I value this coin at $1 and it's currently trading at 90 cents. I am going to invest in it because I believe it's worth $1 and I'm going to watch it rise in value. Now, Terra Luna Classic is much different. Terra Luna Classic, or Terra Luna at the time, so a month or two ago, before you had any of this depegging and any of this death spiral, yes, you could be investing in Terra Luna. They had an excellent project. Terra Luna was an algorithmic, or the UST was an algorithmic stablecoin, with Terra Luna being used to peg UST, that stablecoin, to $1. If it started to fluctuate down a little bit, they'd mint some more coins and pump the price back up to $1. If it went, if it started to go high, they would burn a few coins and bring that price back down to $1. So, they were really able to do something in creating that algorithmic stablecoin. And Terra Luna was used, it had a value at that point, to keep it pegged to $1. Now, of course, we know since then, the exposing of the vulnerabilities and the exploiting of the vulnerabilities in the, arbitraging between centralized and decentralized exchanges exacerbated problems, and UST, that stablecoin, became depegged, and now it is trading below 2 cents per coin. So it did not work out, but at that point in time, it was an investment. What you have now is a trade, something that is being bought and sold simply based on price action. There is no current project associated with Terra Luna Classic. There is no current value associated with Terra Luna Classic. It is essentially a meme coin. where we've got these self-proclaimed lunatics buying it because the price can go higher. Now, the price isn't going to go higher because of some, innovation. The price isn't going to go higher because of, some new fundamentals that are coming out there. The price isn't going to go higher because of developers. The price is going to go higher because people want to buy it. The price can also go higher because we reduce the supply. Now, let's talk about that because there are a lot of people jumping in and burning Terra Luna Classic and burning the UST, that stablecoin. I believe there are roughly 10 billion of the stablecoin outstanding right now, and there were roughly 11 billion just about a month ago, and after everything came in and started to unfold, maybe a little less than a month ago. But what we've already seen are 1 billion of these USTs burnt. And we've seen roughly about 1 billion of the Terra Luna Classic burnt as well. Now, MEXC Global is one of the greatest burners of Terra Luna Classic at this point. If you guys have not checked them out, they are a cryptocurrency exchange, I believe, out of Singapore. And every transaction that takes place in the UST or Terra Luna Classic pair, on their platform is being used. Those fees are being used to burn Terra Luna Classic. And they're really leading the way with tens of millions and roughly about 50 million Terra Luna Classic being burnt every single day. But here's where things get interesting. People are talking about transactional taxes. And they do the math, and math is great if it always works out, but it doesn't always work out. So if they were to implement a 3% transactional burn, that means that every transaction that takes place in Terra Luna Classic, 3% of that, volume, 3% of that amount would be burnt. So every single transaction buys and sells, 3% is being burnt. Now, what does that look like? Based on the current, transactional volume of roughly $2 million a day, they claim that we would be able to burn all of this supply back down to pre-depegging levels of 350 million tokens in less than a month. And if we burnt down to 350 million tokens, the price could essentially go back to that $100 level if it retained the same valuation. If Terra Luna Classic was able to retain the same valuation that it had just in April, and we had the same outstanding supply, one would assume that it would have the same price, and that would be $100. I can't imagine Terra Luna Classic ever going back up to $100, but here's what you need to know about these transactional taxes. Nobody's working on Terra Luna Classic right now. Do Kwon and all of the developers have moved over to Terra Luna 2.0, and they are no longer associated with Terra Luna Classic, and therefore I think it would be nearly impossible to see any sort of a transactional tax unless, and this could be a long shot here, unless Terra Luna Classic moved over to some sort of a layer 2 blockchain and we were able to implement transactional taxes that way. So it is a thought. It is an enticing thought to think that the transactions or the outstanding supply could be reduced in that way. But I want to know what you guys think, okay? Because I like it right now. I like it as a lottery ticket play for anybody out there that's interested in potentially making or losing a lot of money. And if you guys aren't interested in losing a lot of money, that link in the description below for Voyager, if you get your $50 in free Bitcoin and then you buy $50 worth of Terra Luna, look, at that point, even if you lose all of the Terra Luna and it goes to zero, you still have that $50 to offset any of the losses there. So check that out if you guys want, and then let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this button right here is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. ClayBro883 on Twitter and Instagram, Webull, Binance, Gemini, Crypto.com, and Voyager. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.